to Yuma and leave the things you love. You leave with a silent prayer. Though you've got no reason to go there, and there ain't a soul that you know there, when the 310 to Yuma.
Interesting facts about famous people.
What is the most iconic Western movie? Iconic. If something or someone is considered iconic, they're very influential, recognizable, and revered. If you had to pick 10 Westerns that would typify what iconic Westerns were and are all about, in other words, those that are top of mind, which would you pick? I've had a go at this task today. Not an easy process. Everyone will have their own opinion on this. Let me know yours in the comments. No right or wrong answers. For decades, Westerns went through a natural development, representing various elements of the West. I won't even get into the subgenre today. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscription button to get my new videos. To check out my many other videos, head to my channel. The link is in the description. The Great Train Robbery, 1903. A silent film made by Edwin S. Porter for the Edison Manufacturing Company, holds a unique position as the first real Western movie in America. Pretty iconic. Follows a gang of outlaws who hold up and rob a steam locomotive, flee across mountainous terrain, and are finally defeated by a posse. This short film draws on many sources, including a robust existing tradition of Western films, recent European innovations in film technique, the play of the same name by Scott Marble, the popularity of train-themed films, and possibly real-life incidents involving outlaws such as Butch Cassidy. Stagecoach, 1939. A Western directed by John Ford, starring John Wayne in his breakthrough role. The film follows a group primarily composed of strangers riding a stagecoach through dangerous Indian territory. The film has long been recognized as an important and iconic work that transcends the Western genre. In 1995, the film was deemed culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant by the United States Library of Congress and selected for preservation in their National Film Registry. Stagecoach has not avoided controversy. Like most Westerns of the era, its depiction of Native Americans as simplistic savages has been criticized.
Does that testimony send him to the penitentiary?
Well, all I gotta say is that he better stay away from that there Luke Plummer. Why, gosh, Luke's run all of Ringo's friends out of Lordsburg. Well, the last trip there, I seen him hit a rancher on the head with the barrel of his gun, and, well, he just laid it wide open like a butchered steer.
You seen Luke Plummer in Lordsburg?
Yes, sirree.
You boys take care of the office for a couple of days. I'm going to Lordsburg with Buck. I'm going to ride shotgun.
Oh, gosh, if I could learn to keep my big mouth.
Mr. Bad Rubbish, get out and stare. I'm keeping your trunk because you ain't paid your rent.
Is this the face that wrecked 1,000 ships and burned the towerless tops of Ilium? Farewell, fair Helen.
Red River, 1948. A Western directed and produced by Howard Hawks, starring John Wayne and Montgomery Clift. A fictional account of the first cattle drive from Texas to Kansas along the Chisholm Trail. The drama stems from the feud over the management of the drive between the rancher who initiated it, Wayne, and his adopted adult son, Cliff. The supporting cast features Walter Brennan, Joanne Drew, Colin Gray, Harry Carey, John Ireland, Hank Warden, Noah Berry Jr., Harry Carey Jr., and Paul Fix.
Nice, awful nice. You know, there are only two things more beautiful than a good gun. A Swiss watch or a woman from anywhere. You ever had a good Swiss watch?
Go ahead, try it.
Yeah, that's very good.
Hey, that's good too.
I ask you why you're angry. Is it because some of your men might get hurt? Killed, maybe?
Why don't you stop talking and we'll... That's fine. I thought I told you to stay down.
You did.
Why didn't you?
Because I got up.
Not so bad. Hold still. All right, it's free.
Winchester 73, 1950. A Western film noir directed by Anthony Mann, starring James Stewart, Shelley Winters, Dan Duryea, and Stephen McNally. The film is set in 1876 in famed Western locations, following the journey of a prized rifle from one ill-fated owner to another, as well as a cowboy's search for a murderous fugitive. It is the first Western film collaboration between Mann and Stewart. The first of 8 films they made together. Was filmed in black and white. The first film where an actor received a percentage of the receipts, a practice still known as points, as compensation. Among the film's cast of supporting actors, Rock Hudson portrays a Native American and Tony Curtis plays a besieged cavalry trooper, both in small roles at the beginning of their careers. High Noon, 1952, a Western produced by Stanley Kramer, starring Gary Cooper. The plot, which occurs in real time, is about a town marshal whose sense of duty is tested when he must decide to either face a gang of killers alone or leave the town with his new wife. Though mired in controversy at the time of its release due to its political themes, the film was nominated for several Academy Awards and won 4, as well as 4 Golden Globe Awards. The award-winning score was written by Ukraine-born composer Dmitry Tiomkin.
Packed and ready to leave, and then this thing happened and he wouldn't go. I did everything. I pleaded, I threatened. I just couldn't reach him.
And now?
Well, that man downstairs, the clerk, he said things about you and Will. I've been trying to understand why he wouldn't go with me, and now all I can think of is that it's got to be because of you.
What do you want from me?
Let him go. He still has a chance. Let him go.
I cannot help you.
Please.
He isn't staying for me. I have spoken to him for a year, until today.
The Searchers, 1956, a Western directed by John Ford, set during the Texas Indian Wars, stars John Wayne as a middle-aged Civil War veteran who spends years looking for his abducted niece, Natalie Wood, accompanied by his adopted nephew, Jeffrey Hunter. A critical and commercial success, Since its release, it has come to be considered an iconic masterpiece and one of the greatest and most influential films ever made.
Debbie.
It was named the greatest American Western by the American Film Institute in 2008.
It's Brother Marty, Debbie. I'm gonna take you away. I'm gonna get you out of here, Debbie.
Yes, Marty. Oh, yes, Marty.
The Magnificent Seven, 1960, a Western directed by John Sturges, a remake in an Old West style of Akira Kurosawa's 1954 Japanese film Seven Samurai. The ensemble cast includes Yul Brynner, Steve McQueen, Charles Bronson, Robert Vaughn, Brad Dexter, James Coburn, and Horst Buchholz as a group of 7 gunfighters, and Willow Wallach as their main antagonist. The 7 title characters are hired to protect a small village in Mexico from a group of marauding bandits led by Wallach, both a critical and commercial success, and has been appraised as one of the greatest films of the Western genre, spawning 3 sequels, a television series that aired from 1998 to 2000, and a 2016 film remake.
A man like you. Why?
Shane, 1953, a Western starring Alan Ladd, Jean Arthur, and Van Heflin. The film is noted for its landscape cinematography, editing, performances, and contribution to the genre. The picture was produced and directed by George Stevens, based on the 1949 novel of the same name by Jack Schaefer. Its Oscar-winning cinematography was by Loyal Griggs. It also features Brandon DeWilde, Jack Palance, Emily Meyer, Alicia Cook Jr., Edgar Buchanan, and Ben Johnson, listed as number 45 in the 2007 edition of AFI's 100 Years, 100 Movies list, and number 3 on AFI's top 10 in the Western category.
I've heard about you.
What have you heard, Shane?
I've heard that you're a low-down Yankee liar.
.310 to Yuma, 1957, a Western directed by Delmer Daves, starring Glenn Ford and Van Heflin, about a drought-impoverished rancher who takes on the risky job of escorting a notorious outlaw to justice. The film was remade in 2007, directed by James Mangold and starring Russell Crowe with Christian Bale.
Tenemos que huir de aquí. Y él me asegura que usted subirá. Confíe por una vez en mí. ¡Salte!
Unforgiven, 1992, a Western produced and directed by Clint Eastwood. It stars Eastwood himself as William Money, an aging outlaw who takes on one more job, years after he had turned to farming. Co-stars Gene Hackman, Morgan Freeman, and Richard Harris. Written by David Webb Peoples. Grossed over $159 million on a budget of $14.4 million. Received widespread critical acclaim, with praise for the acting, particularly from Eastwood and Hackman. The film won 4 Academy Awards. The film was the third Western to win Best Picture, following Cimarron, 1931, and Dances with Wolves, 1990. Eastwood dedicated the film to directors and mentors Sergio Leone, and Don Siegel.
You don't look no meaner than hell, cold-blooded damn killer.
I ain't like that anymore, kid.
$1,000 reward, Will.
Nobody's gonna come.
So you still have that Spencer rifle, huh?
Yeah.
He's my partner. He don't go, I don't go.
What's it come to 3 ways?
Just because we're going on this killing, that don't mean I'm gonna go back to being the way I was.
Are you really gonna kill them cowboys?
Are men of low character. Farmers.
Bloody savages! Assassins!
Well, I guess they have it coming.
We all have it coming, kid.
Some legends will never be forgotten. Some wrongs can never be forgiven.
Any man don't want to get killed. Better clear on out the back.
If you liked this video, make sure you hit the subscription button so you will see all my new videos as they come up. Take a look at my channel to see my many other videos. The link is in the description. Leave me a comment. Check out my Facebook page as well. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. I am Wrangler. Adios. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.